Opus 5 is here, and it's going to make life much easier for us because it's at the power level of Fable 5, even surpassing it in some areas, but we can use it at half the price. Now, what is Opus 5? We'll look at why we can use a model so close to Fable 5 for cheaper and what it actually means for us. Now, Opus 5 was announced by Anthropic, and in the Claude API, Encode and Cowork will now use Opus 5 instead of 4.8. It's quite a powerful model. Same price as Opus 4.8. So it's half the price of Fable 5, but its power is very close to Fable 5. It even surpasses it in some places. Of course, even though the Mythos series models, Mythos 5 and Fable 5, are the pioneers, it seems like Opus 5 will be the flagship now on the Anthropic side. They've introduced a new mode. It has an extra fast mode. By paying a little more, you can get your tasks done 2.5 times faster. It has that feature as well. You can see its features here. It beats Fable 5 in certain areas because it's built on efficiency, and you really have to pay close attention to the wording here. It's a proactive model, and it says it's very close to Fable 5 at half the price. Proactive means it actually takes action and makes decisions itself, and this is used to increase efficiency. We saw this focus on efficiency in GPT 5.6 Soul as well. Opus seems to be going with the same focus, and as a result, it gets a higher score in agentic terminal coding compared to Fable 5. Similarly, you can see it surpassing Fable 5 in many areas. There's a very small margin in multidisciplinary reasoning. By the way, since both of these are their own models, we used to say that when comparing benchmarks with other models, everyone highlights their own model's strengths. But what we see here is Anthropic comparing Opus 5 with Fable 5 internally, and it comes out quite ahead in many areas. Opus 5 is truly surprising. If we look at the things here, it surpasses all the models. Now, just here, the orange one is Opus, the yellow one is Fable. As you can see, these are related to settings and effort levels. This is Max. It's quite good in other parts. Only in Max, there's a bit of a thing. At the effort level, Fable 5 takes the lead. You can see it here again. Opus 5 looks neck and neck with Fable 5 in most places. Very interesting. Truly interesting. Cursor bench is an important test. Also, the AI Coding Agent Index is a very important test. You can actually see here that Opus 5 has a better performance, a better score. You can see it here on the left. It's really interesting. We have a powerful model here, and it's half the price of Fable 5. Now we'll look at what this half price means. But here in their own explanations, they've detailed how successful Opus is in the tests. And of course, it outperforms all the other models too. Now, Fable 5 was the best, highest end model we had. How Opus surpasses it is what's interesting. And here by topic, for example, Opus 5 compared to Opus 4.8 has advanced significantly in life sciences in many subjects like biology, organic, chemistry, and bioinformatics. It actually has those measurements too. There are also examples they've done here. You can see those as well. For instance, they've built a truly functional wind tunnel with Opus 5, which is incredible in terms of physics. Aerodynamic measurements are taken at the wind intake, and designs are made accordingly. Vehicle designs or other designs are based on this, and a truly functional example has been created. It's actually quite funny. Working with Opus 5, it says we have a much more powerful model in our hands than ever before. And in the benchmark data, it's quite being able to do this says a lot. This is also very important for security and safety. Misbehavior has likely advanced significantly in behavioral terms as well. Yes. Fable isn't here. It hasn't just compared it with Fable, but as a model, it gives much more accurate output than other models. It understands correctly. There's a model that behaves correctly. Security measures are mentioned here. There are ones applied just like with Opus 4.8. It mentions those. Let's go back to the price. As you can see, Opus 4.8 is also at the same price, $5 per million input and $25 for output. Here it was 10 to 50 for Fable. So we're getting a model of the same power for much cheaper. You can see that here too, what we just said. Now these parts were actually what's important to me. These mean quite a lot to us because in areas like long-term use, loop studies, systems we want, and the agent building itself, workflows that can be part of our business, the model has both become cheaper and stronger. The agent working on its own is very important. Now here, Opus 5 is producing an interactive cell. It's producing a cell. Actually, being able to do this is really interesting, and they put it this way. It just puts it into writing. Again, they give it to the model in 3D CAD. In the model scans, they tell the model to do this. They say, and the model finds its way. You can see it right here. And it creates this 3D CAD by finding its own way. It converts the 3D CAD into code, actually. But they don't give it a vision tool or a drawing tool. This is very interesting. It finds a way for this all on its own. It builds its own visual processing pipeline. Then it extracts physics from geometry and then writes it. So you state the desired result and it finds the way. This is our new workflow now. Remember, Opus 5 will be our biggest helper here. Now, what does this mean for you? This. If you're building automations, setting up AI agents to serve companies, or have digital workers in your business, you can now use the highest quality at half the price, and there's a much faster model now. It also outperforms in many areas, so models are getting cheaper and our power is increasing. This works in our favor because we're working with digital workers. We're actually changing workflows. We're creating social media agents. They are producing content. Like we're making marketing agents. They create marketing campaigns as well. There are sales agents that find leads. We design all of these with these systems, and as they get smarter, they now find the way themselves. It's up to us to imagine and implement. That's why I think it's been very beneficial for us. I'm taking this as the happy news of the day and the week. While debating if Fable 5 is coming or going, or how expensive it is, we now have a cheaper model on par with Fable 5. But it's not always just about the model. It's about how you work, what your goal is, and if you know how to reach it. Once you solve that, whether you have Claude or GPT, you'll move along that path and reach the result. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.